Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, May 31, 2025. Today's transits are strong for expanding your thinking on business and financial lines. You are more inclined to talk, write, and think about the past, and you seek out the familiar and comfortable today, in particular. Today's transits support organizing your home or personal space and developing ideas for getting yourself on solid footing. Today's Mercury-Pluto trine is good for gaining new insight into your motivations and desires. Conversations can quickly turn intimate, deep, or meaningful. You might uncover exciting information that changes your thinking in powerful ways. There can be vivid memories and important discoveries in the spotlight. Mars is now transiting your work and health sector, bringing dynamic energy to your daily routines and self-care efforts until July 5th. You can be excited about self-improvement efforts and super motivated to get more things done. Difficulties arise if you feel others are pushing they are work on you or telling you what to do, and if you give in to impatience. You might also watch for pushing yourself too hard, or too fast. If you've been craving better methods and programs for health and work, then this is the time when you are ready to take action. Work could be more competitive or your daily life busier during this cycle. Today, you might reconnect with a person from your past or reach a new understanding of a past relationship. You might also be breathing new life into old projects and studies. You're getting physical, and in every sense of the word. And with Mercury retrograde hovering over your committed 7th house of agreements, compromise, and significant others, you could go as far as revisiting a past experience with your special someone. Although, if you're currently single and crushing, not to worry. There's a stellium of energy sizzling through your 6th house of health habits, daily rituals, and due diligence, so staying active won't be a problem. Keep in mind that Mars and Venus, the lovers of the cosmos, will already be transiting through this area of your chart, so rest assured, things are spicing up in your day-to-day life. Time to reconsider your professional commitments. A previous thought, question, or conversation may come back today as Mercury retrograde in Taurus trines Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. It will likely come out in conversation, perhaps about the dynamics of a working relationship or the terms of agreements within an arrangement. As you maneuver this conversation, the truth may come to light that puts everything into a new perspective. Do not dig your heels in stubbornly. Be open to redirection, as it could lead to a more valuable, secure professional commitment. At the same time that the sun has already reached your financial sector and is now shining the solar spotlight on your income situation, matters, and options, in her final days in your work sector, Venus' mission to steer things in a lucrative tie-in has been given a serious boost. This is creating a reason for confidence on both sides of the financial fence. Whatever you try to achieve is criticized and unlikely to be accepted in a very favorable way, especially if you feel undue pressure to perform any kind of activity. It is far better to delay important activities or decisions until you feel positive about the outcome. Use your sense of humor to relieve any tension. It's a splendid day for romance. You are normally so even and ched, but today is right for throwing all cares to the wind and expressing your deepest feelings about anything and everything. This, of course, can be accomplished in many ways. Take your dog outside and play a passionate game of fetch. Or stream your favorite movie and take your lover's hand in the dark. If you can think of something better, do it. You're not going to lose. If you go to church, you may find yourself really thinking of doing so today. The essence of the vibration will enhance you. Our faith and religious connections, and engaging in ritual may become a priority for you on your day's agenda. Even if you have to put in some work first, see about stopping by your place of worship this evening on your way home or after dinner. Meditation and spiritual reflection can happen in the comfort of your living room, so making time for this should be fairly easy for those of you who don't subscribe to a particular religion. Cancer, emotions rise with meaning, not confusion. Your quote of the day: what touches your heart points you toward healing. Your color of the day is moonstone, gentle and honest. Lucky numbers: 6, 9, 18. A family matter or memory may surface. Listen to what it wants to show you. There's wisdom in what once hurt. Be soft with yourself today, and clear with others. Our eyes in the sky. Welcome to your tarot reading for May 31, 2025. As we close out this month, it's a natural time to pause, reflect, and gently acknowledge both the challenges you've met and the victories, big or small, you've earned. Whether May felt like a whirlwind, a slow climb, or a mix of both, this final day is an invitation to ground yourself in appreciation and possibility. The energy surrounding today isn't about pressure or productivity, it's about recognizing your growth and prepare your spirit for a renewed start. Today's cards are the Magician, 10 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and 3 of Swords reversed. Let's begin with the Magician. What a powerful presence to start the reading with. This card speaks to your inner ability to turn vision into reality. You may not realize it, but you're sitting on an incredible toolkit of experience, intuition, creativity, and willpower. You've already survived more than you give yourself credit for, and the things you've learned along the way, they're ready to be used now. If there's something you've been quietly dreaming of, starting a project, changing something in your life, expressing yourself in a new way, today is the day to remind yourself that you have what it takes. This isn't about perfection. It's about trust. The first step is always belief. The 10 of Cups brings in warmth and emotional fulfillment. This card is like coming home after a long journey. It's the love that surrounds you, the support that finds you, even when you're not looking. Maybe you've had moments this month when you questioned your place, your worth, or your direction. This card reminds you that connection is never far, and that you are deserving of joy, community, and emotional peace. Take time today to check in with the people who make your heart feel safe. Even a short message can reconnect you. And if you've been hoping for healing in your relationships, this card carries the energy of reconciliation and deeper understanding. Next, we have the Knight of Pentacles, steady, loyal, and practical. This knight isn't flashy, but he's committed. And that's exactly the energy you might be called to embody today. Maybe you're building something long-term, a goal, a habit, a new mindset, and it feels like progress is slow. That's okay. Sometimes, the most important changes are the quiet ones we don't immediately notice. This card encourages you to keep showing up for the life you're creating, even if the results take time to bloom. The knight doesn't quit. And neither do you. The Page of Wands brings a beautiful spark of curiosity and inspiration. You might feel a flutter of excitement today, maybe even a random idea that grabs your attention. This card often appears when you're being invited to approach life with fresh eyes. Think back to a time when something small like a book, a song, or a conversation lit a fire in your spirit. That kind of passion is always accessible, even when life gets serious. So be open to a bit of spontaneity today. Take a walk without a destination. Write something just for yourself. Say yes to something that makes your heart beat a little faster. And finally, the Three of Swords reversed, a deeply healing presence. This card in reverse tells us that you are actively mending from something that once felt sharp, whether it's a recent disappointment or an old wound that's been echoing in the background. Healing is never linear, and it's okay if you're still finding your way. What matters is that you are choosing to release the pain, one breath at a time. You are allowed to outgrow the story of your heartbreak. You are allowed to feel joy again, even if part of you still carries a bruise. The energy today is deeply forgiving toward others, yes, but especially toward yourself. Altogether, these cards tell a story of someone stepping into their power, reconnecting with love, embracing slow growth, feeling inspired again, and healing what's been quietly aching. That someone is you. And as May comes to an end, I hope you can look in the mirror and see the strength, softness, and transformation that's been unfolding inside of you, whether the world noticed or not. If any part of today's reading spoke to you, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Did you feel the energy of the magician calling you to trust yourself more deeply? Are you experiencing the kind of healing the Three of Swords speaks to? Or maybe the Ten of Cups reminded you of the people who bring light to your life. Let's create a space here where we can share, reflect, and support one another as we cross into a new month. You've made it through another chapter. Honor yourself for that. And remember, as June arrives tomorrow, you're bringing with you more wisdom, more clarity, and more courage than you started with. That alone is something worth celebrating. Keep going, you're doing beautifully.